So here we go again. I'm going to try to show you the way to get an external mic into the GoPro Hero 9. Here is the GoPro Hero 9. It's the latest version as of this recording, and very compact, different from the previous GoPros. I'm recording this, by the way, on a GoPro Hero 3, which is pretty old, and the audio comes basically from the back of the camera here in the bracket it's in. So that audio is going to be pretty bad. So this is to show you how to get external audio into this new version of the GoPro. Now, the GoPro itself does not have a connecting point for a mic. So you need to add something to get that capability, and GoPro has thought of that and found a way to charge you money for giving you access to the microphone via or the camera via an external mic. So this is what it is. This is the media mod for the GoPro 9. I think it'll only fit the GoPro 9. But it's a bracket that goes around the camera. As you can see, it's got a little connector in here to connect to the camera with a circuit or a connection so that the mic can get access to the video capabilities of the camera. I also got a little shotgun style mic up here on the corner that actually works pretty well. Unfortunately, it stays on the camera with the camera and you can't walk away from it. That's why I'm going to show you this remote capability that happens with the equipment that I'm going to show you. Now, the GoPro also has audio capabilities. If you just have the GoPro open like that, or even in housing of some kind, well, usually you don't need it with this one because this one attaches directly from the camera to the brackets you may be using or whatever device you want to put it on. But you can also insert it in this bracket here in order to get sound into the camera directly from an external source. So I'm just going to slip this in, and before I do that I have to remove this cover for the battery and the card, and it's a little hard to do on this camera for some reason. And I have to kind of attack it just right and break a fingernail or something in order to get it off. Push it down on the top. It's just very tight. I guess it's waterproof, so that might have something to do with it. Once you get that open and hinging back on there, all you need to do is take that piece off so you can get this into the bracket, and that just snaps off like that. It's just got a little groove, fits on and off very easily, and put that somewhere you won't lose it. So now we have the camera ready to adapt to the media mod. So I'm just going to slip that in. Fits right into the media mod, and you can see there's a little connector in there, I think, and it will connect to the camera and make a solid connection for the mic. Now we have the capability of using this mic, which is now directly wired into the camera. So it's a nice mic. It's a shotgun mic. Works from back and front, better in front. But you can't walk away from the camera. And you can't mic up more than one person on it unless you just get them close enough together to talk into the same shotgun configuration here. So what they have that I found that works very well to solve this problem is made by the Rode people, R-O-D-E. And it's essentially three, I'm showing you two, of these little boxes here. They're no more than 1.5 inches or 2 inches in square, and they have two different functions. This one is a receiver. It goes on the camera, and I'll show you how that goes on in a minute. This is a transmitter, and it's a microphone. And the microphone transmitter transmits to the receiver, and I'll show you how that wires into the camera in just a second. So first let's look at the mic. This little transmitter has a mic port right on the top. It's not a bad mic at all. And it's recessed into the top of this thing. And all you need to do is turn this on. There's a switch right here to turn on the mic mode module here. And once you get a blinking light up here, you've got your mic active and it's capable of transmitting to the receiver. You can put this right on here, like so. It's very lightweight, doesn't bother you. You can wear it with light clothing or whatever you need. And it'll transmit to this. Now, this is the receiver, and this turns on like so. Same thing, a little white button on top. And it illuminates a very tiny little screen here that gives you an awful lot of information. You've got information about the levels of the mic. There are two of these. This one is charging at the moment, so, or I guess it's not. I think I have to get some attention to that. It might not be working. But anyway, there are two of these. It comes with this setup. And this one, this is the transmitter, and if you look closely, it will show you that there's a pickup of this mic going into it. This is a nice mic right here. It works just fine going into this transmitter. It also has a really nice little device here that is a small dead cat, and it'll attach to this mic and stay there. So all you have to do is connect where this little dead cat attaches to this mic, give it a twist, and it's on there. It's secure. And it does a great job of protecting against the wind noise that you will get when you're bicycling or running or out in a brisk wind. So that's a great device right there in itself. Now let me show you another capability which I like and is something I use. You may purchase from Rode also this small lavalier microphone. It's almost like a toy. It's so small. But it's got a clip on there, obviously, that you fit the mic into, and a connector for this transmitter. And all you have to do is find the input for your transmitter for an 1/8" connector, plug that in, and now you're transmitting, instead of the signal from this mic, you're transmitting the signal from this mic, which you can clip on anywhere you want to have it. It does a great job from right there, like any lavalier mic would. And slip that into a pocket, wherever it is, your pants pocket, your jacket pocket, whatever. And it's got a nice long cable, so it'll go quite a distance away. And you'll have a second one, remember. I have a second mic capability here somewhere, doesn't matter. And oh yeah, it's in this little case over here somewhere. Did I put it? Well, it doesn't. Oh, here it is. I put it in this little case over here that comes with the lavalier. The lavaliers are separate. I think it's about $100 or something like that for the two of them that I picked up. They aren't part of the kit that gets you the remote mic in the first place, but they're very nice to have, so I got those to go with it. So now I can pick up mic signal here, and as you can see, if you can see that green line, it's going right into that transmitter, or this receiver. Now this receiver has to get the signal into the camera, and that's accomplished thus. This little bracket that I showed you, the media mod, is necessary because that's the connection that gets the signal into the camera from whatever is attached to this media mod. So this will clip right onto the top of this on a cold shoe that's mounted there. There's also a cold shoe on the side of the media mod. You just slip that in with this little clip-like thing that'll fit on there, fits into that cold shoe. And then you need a cable to get it into the camera. And the cable is right here. The cable fits right into the side of your receiver here. You just plug it in like so. And then it's a nice, it stays where you put it. It's got a nice capability of that. And you can bend it around and put it in one of these three ports here. It's the bottom port that takes the 1/8" connector in it goes. Just plug that in there, and now we have the mic signal going into the receiver, the transmitter, and the transmitter sending it to the receiver here, and you should be able to see that signal getting in, and that cable taking it into the camera. So I'm just going to turn the camera on and show you how that looks. Coming up in record mode here, and you can see that on the back of the screen you can get an indication that you do indeed have the mic coming in through the receiver, through the cable, into the recording mechanism on the camera. So that's the whole setup, and it's beautiful because you can walk away from it. You can walk away. I had this set up with this camera in the car, and I got out of the car in a parking lot, walked into a store, through the door, closed the door, and spoke with the people I needed to see in there, and I picked up every word without any interference, with no static, nothing, no dropouts, perfectly. So I went, that was probably 100 yards, if not more, and it'll go quite far if you just want to test it sometime, or I haven't done that. But the mic picks up, the mic transmits, the transmitter transmits to this receiver from quite a distance away. So you can work with your camera wherever you want and have this mic, and you'll be coming in with a good clear signal. And since there are two of these, theoretically, I think mine's broken, you can mic up a buddy. So if you're going on a bicycle ride, mic up both of you. They both feed into this transmitter. You can take a separate signal, a stereo signal, or a mono signal that you can combine them, depending how you want to set this. And you can use it in any configuration of audio that you want when you get into post and produce your video. So this is the Rode Go-To system, G-O, Roman numeral I, and it costs about $300 for the basic setup. This costs more. This bracket that you need to get is about an $80 item, and the microphones I think ran about $100 for the two of them, somewhere like that, maybe a little bit more. But it's a great setup, and it gets you very mobile and very flexible in how you use your GoPro for a variety of things. You can almost use the GoPro for any camera purpose you want. An interview, action video as you would on a bicycle. I use it on recording runs. I've got a little clip that follows this that will show you how it worked out on a run I did recently when I had this configuration set up. And the thing I like about the capability of, or what the results of what I got with this, is that there's great pickup of my voice, a very good presence there, but there's also a good balance with the external sounds that are around you. I run along the streets of Lancaster and very close to traffic, and traffic gets very noisy, and the balance is very acceptable. It sounds like you're out on a street in Lancaster, but you're not overpowered by sound coming from the traffic or other sources while you're running. So take a look at the video, see what you think. And I very much recommend this if you're into GoPro recording, or any other need for a remote mic that brings you into a video camera. Okay, today we're using the external lavalier mic to the transmitter to the camera. I got a new bracket. Pulled this out a little further. See how that looks. I'm thinking it would be useful. Had another rainy day. Just sprinkling right now, misting. See how far I go. This may not be a good idea today. Problem is, still got the pain in my butt, a literal pain,
I didn't feel it all day, even though it bothered me running the other day. I thought maybe it gone away, healed. I was going to wait until tomorrow, give it another day's rest, but I didn't. There's too much. I'll cut my losses. Go on home. Hitting the lights well today. Just a matter of luck. Goodbye.